Hello everybody, my name is The Real PBDN and welcome to another Call of Duty Advanced Warfare gameplay video. Now in this game I am playing some Ground War Domination on Biolab, I think this map is called, so please don't get mad at me if I got the name wrong. And if the gameplay is boring at the beginning, please do not turn away yet because it gets a lot better. I end up going a total of 47 and 16. Although the way I play at the beginning of it, you will probably not realize it, but I finally get my first kill streak towards the end of the match, or towards the end of the halftime thing at the first half, and then I get my Warbird at the very end of it to finish the first half. And then the second half, I get like 7 bombing runs and 7 UAVs. But as I said before, I finished the game 47 and 16 with 6 captures and 1 defend, and I had the second best score in the lobby with a total of 6,400 points, almost 65. Anyway, the class that I am using in this game is the BAL 27, which is probably everyone's favorite gun. This is one of the first times that I've decided to use this gun. I actually used it when the game first came out, and it was pretty good, yeah, but I never really had a really good feel for it. Once I unlocked the HBR, that was my gun. That was the gun that I don't even know how I didn't feel like it. But once I unlocked the HBR, that was the gun that I was using. I thought that was the best gun. But I haven't used it in a while, and I'm not sure if it's as good as it used to be. But the BAL is probably, this is gonna be the main gun you want to do if you if you're going like, what's it called? Oh, if you're going for like high kills or the high kill streaks, you're gonna oh my goodness, you're gonna want to use the BAL 27. Now, the attachments that I'm using on this gun are the extended mags, just because, especially if you're playing Ground War, you're not gonna have as much time to reload, and as of now, I am not sure that there is like a sleight of hand attachment or perk that you can use, and I was just an idiot right there and I fell off the map, but I wanted to go sledding, so it's okay, right? Yeah, probably not. The next perk I'm using is Stock. This is like your Stalker Pro. I said Stock, not Stalker, Stock. This is a perk that you, this is like Stock, yeah, oh my god, I already said. This is like Stalker from MW3. It lets you move faster while you are aiming down sights. So, if I'm aiming down my sights and I know there's a guy coming around the corner, I can walk around the corner while aiming down sights and not have a speed reduction. So that is very, very useful, especially if you have an assault rifle and there's a guy that you're trying to kill and you want to be strafing left and right to not get hit. And this is just an idiot move right here. I could not get up here to save my life. But strafing side to side, and then I think over here I do pretty bad too. Guys, there's all those guys in here. I don't get one kill and then I get pushed off. Anyway, the last attachment I'm using is a suppressor. Obviously, you don't have to use this, but the way I play, I really like the suppressor. I like to stay off the map, the mini-map, as much as I can. And now that I'm going for the high kill streaks, I'm using Hardline, but I'll get into that again. And I don't have time to be using that perk that lets your exo movements be off the map. That would be extremely helpful, but obviously, I think it's easier to have Hardline rather than being off the map with your exo movements, because I do use exo movements a lot, but it doesn't tell you exactly where the person is. It just shows that big blast radius, red blast radius on their screen, and not too many people look for that. I mean, you can hear it, but I don't think, how about that going clutch right there to save my kill streaks and not die. And then I see this guy coming around, I'm like, yeah, probably not a good idea to be here. I thought he was gonna chase me, but he didn't. I'm like a kill away from my Warbird right here. I am so scared. But this is gonna be my 5th Warbird in 3 games, so I guess you can say I'm kind of a pro at it now. But yeah, this is when I start doing good. Okay, so the wild cards that I'm using is primary gunfighter, obviously, so I can have 3 perks on my primary gun. And second perk greed. Or excuse me, third perk greed, so I can have the 2 perks, which I'm going to talk about in just 1 second. My first perk that I'm using, lightweight. I would say that this is an extremely important perk, but the way that I play in this game, it's not campy. It's not campy, I'll tell you that. But it is not, it's not as rushy as I would normally play if I wasn't going for these high kill streaks, so you'll probably see that later, or you already did see it, I'm not sure. I'm kind of watching the gameplay, I'm kind of looking at my notes. But, yeah, I just like lightweight because you move faster, and it just... In the COD games, I was always kind of a rusher. I always loved to, I guess... I don't know how to explain it. I always liked running around the map like Battlefield. I love how you could just run forever. And in this game, I'm pretty sure you can run forever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, for my second perk, I do not have any perks from the second perk slot, which I don't need any of the perks. And the pick 13 system only lets you pick so many perks. But for the third perk, again, I have third perk greed, so I can take 2 perks. My first perk is toughness. This is a major perk that you need if you're going to be playing any type of Call of Duty game. It is just amazing. Basically what it does, I'm pretty sure everyone knows, but look at all these UAV assists, man. I'm racking up the points. Anytime someone gets a kill and my UAV's in there, I get 10 points. That racks up the points, especially in ground war. And then the second, toughness. When you're aiming down the sights and you're shooting, your guy doesn't shoot at the wall or like up in the air. Like he'll stay focused on his target, which is extremely helpful, especially in these gunfights. And the second, third, perk 3, my third perk, which is again in the third perk section, is hardline. And this lowers your kill streaks by 100 points. It does not do a percentage anymore, which I like this better. I think it requires 1 less kill. Maybe they did in the other perks, but I think in the last Call of Duty in Ghosts they did a percentage, but now it's 100 minus 100 kills, so or 100 points, 100 kills minus 100 points. So that helps me out a lot. The exo suit ability that I use is the exo overclock, which makes me run faster, and I will use that a couple of times in this game. I mainly do it when I spawn in just so I can get to the enemies faster, but sometimes I'll try and save it, so like if I get into a sticky situation, I can run faster and get out of it. Now the first score streak that I use is called the bombing run. This takes 725 points to get, and I used it a couple of times already. I pull out that computer thing, and it's like the stealth bomber from MW3, and this thing just goes ham. Every time I use it, I think I at least get 2 kills. Sometimes I get 3 kills, I got 4 kills, and one time I even got 5 kills. So the bombing run is by far the best kill streak in the game. I recommend you use that every single game. The second score streak I use is the UAV. I use 2 enhancements on it. I don't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but I do know that one makes it swipe faster. It's like speed or something, so it swipes more often and faster. And the other one, you can probably see it was going on this whole game. It paints the enemies red, so I can see them through walls, see where they are. It's like an oracle, and that's probably the second most overpowered score streak in the game, because it's like you're hacking, but you're playing the game and not hacking. So excellent score streak to use. And with all the attachment, like the upgrades on that one costs 750 points to get. And my last score streak that I'm using is called the Warbird. This costs 900 points to get, and I keep on switching. I don't really know which one's the best, but the 2 upgrades that I keep switching between is Defender and Aggressor. Now the Defender, it acts like a, what's it called? It acts like a stealth chopper, or like a drone, like a giant drone that follows you around, and it stays by your guy, and it will just follow your guy around and give you some covering fire. I think I might use that one a little bit more so that it's always by me, and because I always want to be by, obviously you always want to be by the enemies. So once you're by the enemies, the warbird will follow you around and get more kills because it'll be by the enemies as well. The other thing that I use, which I think I used in this game, is called the aggressor. And this one basically seeks out enemies by itself. Like, it'll just go around and it will try and find as many enemies as it can, and it's just doing its own thing. It's like a Pavlo from MW3. So, I'm not quite sure exactly which one is better yet, but I think I'm leaning more towards the Defender one. I think when I first saw it, I thought that I was going to want the aggressor one, and it just wasn't getting me as many kills as I want. I think the one that I called in this time, it only got me 2 kills, so my bombing run got more. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to do better in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks you so much for watching. Bye bye.